So wait a second. Let's talk about the time that you went to where he gave you the address. What happened?
I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. And he was like, well, do you see me? And I'm like, no, I see a lot of people walking around, but I don't think that's you. He was like, well, are you wearing a highlight yellow jacket in a Nissan with the black bumper? And I'm looking around, I'm like, yeah, but where are you? He's like, I'm in the car behind y'all. So I'm like, which one? And he never replied.
My name is Michael. I am 27 and live in Pensacola, Florida. I am in desperate need of your assistance. I met this girl named Caroline on a dating website. The main problem I have is that Caroline and I live in the same city. However, I have still yet to meet her.
Wait, time out. If you're talking to someone who lives in your city and they don't want to meet up with you, they're a catfish and you should run.
Okay, it has been roughly a year and a half now since we first met. I've tried everything in my power to meet this girl and nothing seems to work. She always cancels last minute, stands me up, or flees when I show up. I have also tried on multiple occasions to video chat with her. Her camera is broken or covered. She claims that it's all anxiety-driven problems, but at the same time, I wonder if the problem is me. Hold on. The story gets deeper too.
Uh-oh.
She's supposedly in the middle of being treated for colon cancer, which makes every day harder because in developing a deep care for her, it's very hard to not be around. I've tried the image search tricks that I learned from the show and researched on my own, and nothing I've done seems to work towards my ultimate goal of meeting Caroline.
Are you the brutal heart? Are you the brutal heart that I've been looking for?
Caroline is the perfect person for me. I feel like even though we haven't met, the bond we've built over this time is stronger than anything I've ever had with anyone else. I would like it very much if you guys would help me solve the mystery of this dilemma. Hope to hear from you soon, Michael. I'm gonna call this guy.
All right.
Oh! How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Long day at work today, so finally got home.
Just explain to us. So you met Caroline on a dating website?
Right, plenty of fish a year and a half ago.
So when did you guys start talking on the phone?
It was 4 or 5 months into it.
Why'd you guys hit it off? What was it about her?
Our personalities just kind of meshed really well, and I felt really alive. We talk and we could goof around and we could be ourselves.
Why did we fall in love? Why do we fall in love?
When it started getting more serious is when it kind of turned into she's scared to meet me, and it's been instances like I thought I was going to meet her at Walmart. I called her, I told her I was there. She was inside the store at the time. I got out of my car, I walked in. Next thing I know, she tells me she's leaving. I walk back outside. I see a Mini Cooper speeding off that resembles what she told me she drove. It was anxiety. She had a panic attack and had to leave. And then towards the end of last year, she just disappeared. I couldn't get a hold of her. She came back. She said she found out she was sick. And then the first thing she wanted to do was meet me. And still haven't met her.
You got to admit, it sounds pretty fishy.
Yeah, it does.
Right, but if this girl really felt for you the way she says and loved you the way she does, why wouldn't she want to see you?
And that's the question I've been asking myself this whole time.
For me, the real question is, what kind of discussions have come up as a result of the fact that you guys live in the same city?
There's been multiple times where she's been close, and then it's just not happened. She actually had her friend drive by my house one night, and she called me after the fact and said she left a note on my Jeep.
Well, what did the note say?
It said, like, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Boo Bear. She's even taken pictures of the outside of the work.
And sent them
and
to you?
sent them to me.
That's creepy and kind of stalkerish.
Yeah, it's scary at times. In a sense, I was being watched.
You have a stalker.
It's...
You've probably met this person. Why are you torturing yourself?
How can I just leave somebody who I'm that tied to? I love who she is, and I can't break free of the hold she has on me.
All right, well, look. This is a very complicated,
Yeah.
dark, strange, troubling relationship that you're in. You're in love with this girl. So I want this to work out, or being able to kind of walk away and move on with your life.
She is somebody that I'm trying to seek and I really have feelings for.
Mike, do you know her?
Yeah. Her name is Heather. We had another run-in on Plenty of Fish where she was somebody else. And called her out on it. She confessed, came clean, and then, okay.
Hi,
Hi,
Neve.
I'm Heather.
Okay, hi, Heather.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Why?
I don't know where to start. Remember Claire?
Yep.
When my friend and I made the fake profile and we pretended to be Claire to see if her husband was cheating on her, I was just talking to people and you sent me a message. You just started talking to me and I thought you were cool as crap. And so I gave you my number, my real number. I sent you a picture and I was like, hey, my name is Heather. This is what we're really doing. And you were not very nice. You didn't want to be my friend. And so I got upset. So I went and made Caroline. I originally did it just to be mean because I was mad at you. And then we have a lot in common. We like the same stuff. We do the same things. We have the same personality. And I didn't mean to fall in love with you. I didn't mean to start caring about you. It just happened.
Hey, David Max. My name is Nick. I'm a 29-year-old single father from Philly. In August of 2017, I saw Jasmine, a single mom, on a dating website. So I took a shot and gave her my number. She called me that night, and we stayed on the phone until we fell asleep.
One look and you can take me down.
That is a rare and special thing. The only person I've ever done that with is Laura.
Your first girlfriend, you didn't have that with?
No.
I had that.
I was so into her, I actually ended things with these other two girls I'd been seeing.
Whoa, player alert.
I was sure I had found the one. For a couple of months, everything was going well. Finally, Jasmine gave me her address, and I went to her apartment. I met and talked to her. But here's the really crazy part.
What?
I still don't know who she really is because she never let me see her face.
Wait a minute.
But they like talk through the door?
Maybe it was Halloween and she
Trick or treat.
had a mask on. How did he not see her face?
Weird. She says she has serious anxiety and body image issues. At first I understood, but now it's just frustrating. I need your help to figure out what's going on. Looking forward to hearing back from you, Nick.
So we arranged to meet up, and I parked in front of the apartment. I looked up, and you could see like a shadow behind the shades. We were on the phone, and you can hear the anxiety. She's breathing heavy. You know, I can't do this. And so I left. So then we meet up again. It's Valentine's Day. I got a teddy bear, and she came down, and we talked a little bit through the door, hear her voice, and then she eventually brought a blindfold. She turned me around, and she put it on. She was holding my hands, and then we talked for a little bit, and then she kissed me on the lips.
You never touched her. You didn't hug or anything.
And then she wouldn't let me. She like had my...
She was like holding your hands
Yeah.
down?
And I didn't know if at some point she was gonna pull the blindfold off and be
Right.
like, Okay. But then I realized that it's not gonna go any further at that point. I kind of got frustrated a little bit, and so I left.
You never thought about just hanging outside her place until she goes to work?
I have. There's one time that I went there because I was just fed up. I ordered a pizza. The driver comes, he knocks, no one answers. He leaves the pizza there. I sit, I wait a little bit.
But you never saw her?
No.
All right, we're rolling up. Who are we about to meet here?
That. All right. Oh. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi. What's up?
What are we going to get?
Take your time, no rush. I guess it's okay if you're nervous. Just try to, relax, take some deep breaths. Take it slow. Why don't you tell me how you're feeling? Nervous, okay, I understand. There are 3 very friendly guys out here, myself included. Just want to say hello and chat for a minute. Whenever you're ready.
I can't go out there.
Do you want me, can I just come in maybe first and then we can go out together?
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay.
I'll come in first.
Door's opening. Neve's going inside. Neve has disappeared inside.
He got further than me.
Don't have to be upset or worried. You'll feel better, and he'll feel better. Couldn't pick a nicer guy. All right?
Give me a second.
Come on, okay, at least let me hold your hand.
Give me a second.
Come on, you got this. You're already there. You're already there. It's over.
I'm gonna throw up.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Someone's coming out.
Okay, good, nice. That's it. It's almost all it is.
You know this person?
This is Nicole. We're taking our time. Come on. Nicely done. Nick? Nicole?
Nice to meet you.
You've been the one talking to Nick the whole time? Okay.
So why? We've had months to just be honest.
I don't want you to think that I'm some type of a malicious person, because I'm not. When I made the profile, I didn't even really talk to anybody. But then when I started talking to you, it was just like, it was easy, because it's just like, let's just be real. You wouldn't look at me the same way that you looked at that person, because I am not. Sometimes I don't feel good about myself.
The hard part's over. Look, I know this was a lot. We want to know why this started as much as you want to share with us.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't do this right now. I'm sorry.
Dear Neve and Carucci, my name is Brandon, and I'm an 18-year-old construction worker, and I live in Kalama, Washington. Wow, cool. I'm writing to you guys because I think I may have met the perfect girl for me. I met McKenna on Kik. Keek? Do you say Kik or? Keek is cuter.
Keek.
Thank you. We started talking on Kik for the first few weeks, but then she got a phone and started texting.
That's like a sign.
Maybe she didn't have a cell phone yet. I mean, that's unusual.
Okay.
Right, okay, let's just keep reading. Okay. I know it has only been a short time, but there is something so special about this girl. I really feel like I found someone I could not only build a relationship with, but who's a best friend.
Aw.
She is perfect and beautiful in every aspect. Not only is she crazy good looking, but she understands me, and even though we've only known each other for a couple months, I can honestly say
That he loves her.
I just built up the courage to tell her I love her last week.
How you feeling tonight?
But I feel that we have hit a wall. I've asked her if she would talk on the phone or video chat, but she declines every time I ask. I think this is due to her parents, who are really strict, and they won't let her talk to people online that they don't know. I can't see her in person because she lives so far away. I don't know what to do at this point. I love McKenna, but I have seen the show, and in the back of my mind, I can't help but wonder if everything McKenna has told me is for real. Please, can you help me?
What's confusing is that they started talking on Kik, and then she got a phone.
Well, or maybe she was using like an iPod.
How the heck do you have an iPod and you don't have a phone?
Well, that's a good question. Oh, look, here he is.
He's online. He's got
Wait.
the Bieber hairdo going.
All right, well, let's see if we can get him on the horn.
Now let's make sure we look good today.
There he is.
Hey.
Oh, wow, so no more long hair.
Yeah, got short hair.
A couple months ago, you're on Kik.
Yeah, it was late at night and I get this random message. It's a girl named McKenna. And we started talking. The first thing that really caught my eye was how friendly she was. She was easy to carry out a conversation with. And, you know, the first picture I saw of her, she was just an absolute angel. You know, I found out that she lived in Washington, like 10 minutes away from me, which was really cool.
10 minutes?
Wait a second.
That's
Whoa,
so
whoa,
close.
whoa, whoa.
And you've never met her?
You said in your email that she lives far away.
Well, about a month ago, she moved to Florida. She wouldn't tell me what city.
Does she have a Facebook page?
She doesn't have a Facebook page or any social media.
In the email, you said that she got a phone.
Before she moved to Florida, she was using an iPod to kick me.
Right.
And then when she moved, because it was her friend's iPod, she moved, so she had to give that back. And then as soon as she got to Florida, her parents bought her a regular cell phone, and she's been texting me through that, but I haven't been able to call her, hear her voice.
Why? Because her parents are strict?
Yeah, like her dad shut off the multimedia settings on her phone, so she can't send pictures, she can't video chat. I can't even call her like late at night because she'll wake up her parents, stuff like that.
That doesn't look suspicious to you at all?
Yeah, but nothing else really raises a red flag. Even the pictures that she sent me, they look like the same girl, so, you know, a good 80% sure it's her.
All right, so look, this is a website that lets you search like usernames.
On what, all like social media sites?
Yeah, it sort of does like a social media wide username search. So let's just see. Okay, Anna loves pink. Here we go.
Twitter?
We got a Twitter. No Kik profile.
No.
Well, let's just see what this is on Twitter. Oh, look at this. I recognize that girl. Okay, here's a Twitter profile with a picture of the fake McKenna from Spain, whatever her real name is. That's very active. I mean, it's gotta be her.
Right.
Let's just see if we can find like anything personal. What?
Who's that?
I don't know.
That doesn't look like Brandon to you?
Actually, it does.
And remember the picture we initially saw of him when
He had that long hair.
He had that hair.
Holy. Okay, so hold on a second. This just got really weird. So this is a Snapchat story.
What?
Back from November.
F.
Look what she said. She stole my bae from me, but he doesn't look that interested. All right, so we need to figure out who this girl is, because whoever McKenna is, she's probably friends with that girl and clearly knows who Brandon is and has for way longer than they've been talking.
So she's been like watching him.
Sort of stalking him.
Yeah.
Here's what we did figure out.
Okay.
The one thing we kind of forgot to do yesterday, because you had told us that she wasn't on Kik anymore, was we didn't look up her Kik username. Kenna loves pink.
Yeah.
So we just did a search on this like social media username website for Kenna Loves Pink. Sure enough, there's a Twitter profile that is in fact Kenna Loves Pink. And this was the first tweet that we found. But when we went to the profile, the first thing we saw and noticed was the profile picture.
It's the same.
That's weird. What? Did you guys go through like all of her tweets and stuff?
Yeah.
We did.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get weirder.
Oh, great.
That's you, yeah?
Yeah, but that picture was never anywhere on social media.
That's a screen grab from the Snapchat.
Yeah.
Who's the girl?
That's my ex.
So she follows your ex on Snapchat.
Oh, God. What the hell?
So clearly, whoever you're talking to
Yeah.
is keeping tabs on you and like are a part of your community much more than I think you even realize.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which might explain why they won't talk to you on the phone.
It's really creepy. Is that all you found on this one?
Well, we didn't scroll down past that because we saw that. We're like, we gotta call this guy and get over there because.
Well, keep.
I mean, sure, we can look to see if there's more.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, I was talking about Harry Styles. I mean, a lot of it's just sort of girly.
Wait, hold on. What? Talking about Harry Styles? Where does it say?
Why?
Oh, God. There's this girl that is madly in love with me since freshman year, and she's obsessed with Harry Styles. Obsessed.
Well, this girl seems to be into the whole Harry Styles thing.
Oh, God. I wasn't interested in her at all.
She lives in this area.
Yeah, her name is Carice.
Would it make sense that she would follow your ex on Snapchat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did they know each other?
They were best friends before I started dating her. When I started dating her, because she was so obsessed with me, it tore them apart.
But you're not interested?
Not at all.
Why is that?
She's
just not your type?
No, not at all. Not one bit.
When was the last time you saw this girl, Carice?
Last weekend.
Like out?
No, she came over to my house to say hi.
She came here?
Mm-hmm. She randomly likes to drive by my house all the time.
The hell?
This girl's literally obsessed.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. This is like, I've seen some interesting stuff on the show, but this is like borderline stalker.
Oh, God.
I don't know what to do next.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm Neve.
I'm Carice.
Carice, nice to meet you. This is
Meet you too.
Karuchi.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
These two.
You know essentially kind of what's been going on with Brandon. He's kind of talking to this girl. We came here to help him figure out who she was. And the trail sort of led to you. And from what we understand, you made the McKenna profile.
Yes.
What? Does Nikki know?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Good.
So-
Well, that's great. That's wonderful.
So at what point did you make the Kik account?
I started making a Kik account because like these people from Yik Yak were talking to me and I didn't want to give them my information.
Okay.
So I just made a random Kik account. And then it was like, your contact, Brandon has a Kik account. And then I just said, oh, I'll talk to him and see what he has to say to this random person.
And then you went and made a text me account and started texting me.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So it got a little out of hand.
Yeah. I did not think it'd go this far at all.
Yeah, well, it did.
I didn't.
You made some wrong judgment there. Yeah. You could have just texted me as Carice.
Yeah,
and
because
said,
you
"Hey."
totally replied to me.
Well, you didn't try, so you don't know.
I know, but I didn't lie
No.
to you, other than the name and the place I lived.
And I know Carice. I went to school with Carice for 4 years, and you are nothing like who I was talking to one bit.
But didn't you fall in love with McKenna, who happens to be me?
Yeah, but it's you.
Ooh, Jeepers Creepers.
Does this mean we're gonna deal with some like paranormal stuff, you think?
Finally.
Hi, Neve and Elle. My name is Angel. I'm 18, and my 3-month-old son and I live with my mom just outside of Dallas, Texas. Just after I gave birth, I was lonely and went on Plenty of Fish to see if I could find someone to talk to. I got a message from this guy named Remy. He's my age, lives nearby, and he thought I was cute. He was the first guy I talked to since I had my son, and it was a relief that someone was interested in me. So we made plans to go to the movies, along with my best friend Mari, but when I went to the theater, he wasn't there. I messaged him, and he told me he was at home. He sent his address, so Mari and I went over, but we couldn't find him. What? Not cool. I told Remy I was there, and he then started saying he could see us. And he was in a car right by us. I looked for him, but no one was there. Ooh, creepy. I'm a new mom, and I really don't have time for all this drama. If Remy and I are gonna have any chance at making this work, I need to figure this out ASAP. Sincerely, Angel.
The creepy aspect of it is a little heavy, especially for a new mom.
We gotta call Angel.
I hope she likes us.
Hey! What's up, Angel? How you doing?
I'm great.
Would you consider yourself in a relationship with Remy?
I do. He told me, I love you. You seem like this really nice girl. He makes me really happy.
Do you talk to him on the phone or just text?
We talk on the phone and we text.
Okay. And how often do you guys talk?
We talk every day, basically. Like, we'll be on the phone from the time I get home from school to the time he has to go to work. Like, I'll fall asleep on the phone with him, basically.
Have you FaceTimed him?
I have FaceTimed him, but when we FaceTimed, I only saw his forehead and up.
Does it match the photos, like the same sort of hair and?
No, and that was another red flag.
So you kind of know that he's probably not the guy in the pictures.
I mean, people change up their hairstyles every day, so I'm just like, maybe there's...
Angel, come on.
I change my hair a lot, but my face stays the same.
So wait a second. Let's talk about the time that you went to where he gave you the address. What happened?
I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. And he was like, well, do you see me? And I'm like, no, I see a lot of people walking around, but I don't think that's you. He was like, well, are you wearing a highlight yellow jacket in a Nissan with the black bumper? And I'm looking around, I'm like, yeah, but where are you? He's like, I'm in the car behind y'all. So I'm like, which one? And he never replied.
Must be our guy.
You got this, you can do this. Oh my gosh.
Remy?
Yeah.
I'm Neve.
I'm Elle.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
And this is Angel. Is your real name Remy?
Nah, it's not my real name.
What is your name?
I don't want to say it.
You're really not gonna tell us your name?
Nah.
Should we just call you Remy then, I guess?
You call me Remy.
You guys already know each other? Oh, okay. How much of the story that you told her was true?
I mean, really everything except for who I am.
So your girlfriend is a real person?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend for real.
And then why are you messing with people on Plenty of Fish? I don't get it.
It wasn't for a relationship. It was more like it was a joke to me. And I made a count to see how long it'll take somebody to figure out that it was fake.
That's a weird hobby.
It was just something doing in my downtown.
So I imagine you talk to lots of people.
Nah, it was just her. She was the first one to reply.
I mean, you guys talked all the time. There had to be something real in that.
Nah, it wasn't.
Obviously, if you have a girlfriend, you're not gonna come on TV and say that you had feelings for her. But like, I think it's very clear, based on the fact that you were talking as much as you were, that you guys had a relationship. You can tell me whatever you want, but like, you can't pretend for the 3 months that you guys were talking, it never meant something to you.
It really didn't.
Yeah, I've heard you say that already, but I don't believe it.
Don't you think it's pretty up to be like, I want to help you take care of your baby? I want to be there?
I never took it as like we're in like a committed relationship. She just wasn't catching on quick enough.
Right, but if the game was to mess with people, you would have just moved on.
Nah, it was interesting to see her
come around the house and like not find me. Like I'd be sitting inside a car somewhere else.
It's important for you to know that you've really hurt her.
Yeah, I realized that.
And you've created a lot of heartache and damage in her life. And that's up. What made you change your mind about coming and meeting up today?
I mean, who would want to be on TV? It's once in a lifetime.
Okay, I think that's it. That your part of this story, I think, is over.
All right.